Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Cheesy for PS1. We have just about everything we need. We've got the Fern Frond, we got the Everboom Flower, we got a handful of sentient slime, we've got... what was that fourth thing that we needed? I forgot what it was, but we have everything except for the red crystal power. And in order to get that, we're going to have to go through this. This little hole in the corner there. And oh boy. This is going to be nuts. The first part of this level is a chase scene. Why? Why not? There will be a dragon to the left. And if it catches up to you, once it starts moving forward, it will start shooting fire at you, and if it catches up to you, it will rain down death. Nothing you want to deal with at all. And because I can't change my jump, or rather the direction I'm facing in mid-air super easily, I'm gonna have to fight this thing as I go, which is the only way to make it go away, at least briefly. Also, in case I die once more, I do get to use a continue, but I go all the way back to the overworld, and I have to start the whole level I was at all the way back from the very first section, which means if I die at any point, because I have no lives at this point, I'm going to have to start this whole level over, starting with this dragon chase segment. And that's no fun. Thankfully, the dragon flies pretty low, so in case you see it for whenever, you can just drop down and not have to worry about it. Now, this thing would just stop raining death. That would be great. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Beautiful. I did some really dumb stuff I could have prevented had I just kept going forward. And now I got this going on, and yeah. You can tell I don't like this level at all. This is going to be the worst one you're going to come in contact with. This is the worst level of all. This game never, ever lets up. And that's probably why this game not only has stayed obscure, but probably never had an American release. Among other things that people would probably take issue with, such as being run over by UFOs, or a mouse with a rather realistic gun. And thankfully, once you see a wall full of brambles, you've made it to the beginning of the next section. I don't know how I'm going to survive this. I really don't. I'm going to have to splice stuff together. Now you're probably wondering, well, you're not being chased after by anything. How is this going to be even worse? Those little red spike things that you can't freaking kill. Wonderful. Just when you think the game can't get much worse, it does. And it's a good thing I saw that bug coming. But now I have one hit left, or rather 2 hits left, and I will lose those, it's all over. Fun. Very fun. At least it has that cool music from like the last time you saw a level like this. Huge leap of faith to the right there, by the way. And when you're pretty much low on lives, the fact that 100 pieces of cheese gives you a continue rather than maybe full health or a health extension plus full life refill, or or an extra life or anything, basically anything useful other than a continue. Basically the game decided to buck tradition because why not? I said buck. B-U-C-K. Not sure if that was clear. It's not like I'm trying not to cuss on these videos. It's just that when I started, they just kind of turned out that way. In case I've never explained it. I don't know if I've ever explained it. I've made like, at this point, like over 1,000 videos. So, who's to know if I've even mentioned it or not? Who's to even remember? And I don't know how I jumped over that. Some of these platforms are getting really small. Oh, this is not going to be fun. And the rest of the level is going to get even worse. It's going to get much worse. I probably should have aimed there. Nevertheless, I survived. Let's see here. You can't go up there. Jumping makes that impossible. Now let's try to do this without really messing up. Remember to aim once you make it to the right of that second safe point. Another leap of faith there. There's a life down there. I've never ever gone for it. I don't even know if there's a platform down there. And like I've said in an earlier video, probably the last one, some of these pickups are more trouble than they are worth. And I was pushing it. I'm about to say, I'm pushing it here. I finally pushed it. I finally pushed it. Wait for this thing to drop down a little bit. Come on. Well, at least we managed to survive to get another heart. Whew, boy. And there we are. Beginning of the next section, and it's a doozy. This is a maze. And guess what? Remember that UFO riding alien mouse that we had to deal with? Or maybe the UFO or the mouse or whatever it was we had to deal with at the very beginning? It rears its ugly head again, and that's, yeah. If you basically meet up with its laser cannon, you're gonna get shot. All the while, you're gonna have to shoot as you go to avoid, not only that, I don't know why I put myself in that position, to avoid any enemies that come across the way, but also to shoot down the webs that will get in your way. You will need to use the books in the background as a hiding spot. You will not have much of a choice. And I know I'm going to have to go to the left here. Go to right, shoot the web. And I never even bother with that first save point. I just straight up skip it because just trying to reach it is just the pain. I know I'm going the right way though. I'm remembering things. Come on, get there. There's another thing there. Gonna have the jump. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I think I am. Well, it's a good thing I jumped there because that means I was able to get to where I needed to go without, get back to where I needed to go rather without getting destroyed utterly. And I now have 3 hits. That's amazing. And I nearly got shot there. Brilliant. Nearly got shot there again. And I know when I see the spider, I gotta go to the right, gotta remember to jump. I can't believe I survived that. But we're not done yet. Because we dropped down this pipe. Guess what? It's another auto-scrolling instant death section! You're gonna have to hold left and right early to get to where you need to go. Especially when you go up towards the camera and everything zooms in. If it's like something that turns green or is an electric or is fire, it will kill you instantly. Thankfully, you only have to avoid obstacles when you're going north. Also, it's right then left. Not sure if I need to go left there, but I might as well. And I messed it up completely. Here's the continue section. The timer goes down way too fast, and when you get to the loading screen and get through it, you are kicked back to the overworld with 5 lives. We now have to go through all this again. We have to go all the way through the very beginning of the level all the way back to where we nearly died. So, I'm going to be right back. Welcome back! We are now back at the maze. I now have 6 lives and 3 hearts. Not that the hearts are going to mean anything here, but I might as well go ahead and try. And I can't believe I messed that up so bad. Excellent. As long as I can make it to the final boss, that's what matters, because I know that there's a trick for that. But before we can get there, we have to go through not 1, but 2 sections worth of instant death, which I am really not looking forward to. We hit the first one. There's another continue point that I want to hit. Also right, then left. Good, now maybe I can concentrate for some reason. Go left here. And going left here just kind of makes you go in a loop. You want to take the second left and then go right. Go right here. Left here. Right here. And then make the second right. And I just took the first left. I mean the first right. I'm an idiot. Great. Also, my voice sounds a little better. I had my mic too close to my face, and therefore it caused a weird echo. Great! I can't even do this right. Right. Left. Right. Wait. Wait. Do it. Left. I'll make sure I want to go right. Do I want to go right? I did that last time. Nah, it just takes you to a loop. Ah. I thought that was a certain part that I had to press right on. Brilliant. I really can't afford to mess this up more than I already have. And I think this is it. Yep, this is the end. No, it's not the end. Great! I can't remember anything. Why did the developers think that stuff like this would be fun? It's not. Not everyone is a fan of instant death. Memorize-o-ramas. So, I don't know why this game has to have so many of them. And going left here just takes you to a loop. Let's hold left here, because I know what's coming. There we go. We're still not done! Because we have to do the stupid UFO riding again! I'm not a big fan of this. I'm really not a big fan of this. Let's see how much of this I can remember. And on the first save point, you want to hold right immediately. Left, left. And let's see here. Left, right, left. And another left. And you want to hold left after that. Don't know why I didn't. And that throws me off. That is part of the reason why I don't like these kinds of levels. Because of the sharp turning, they'll just completely throw you off, and you're left with little time to react because you just got reoriented. And I can't remember that either. Come on. I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna lose all my lives again. Of course I die near the end. Why wouldn't I die near the end? I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm complaining, but hey, here we are. As soon as this guy starts moving, this evil doctor, you want to go all the way up top, as far up as you can go. And then you kind of want to get to the side of the boss. Whenever you do, that's when you immediately start moving in the other direction. Just keep moving back and forth like I'm doing. Ow. You may take a few dumb hits. Try not to turn so close to the cannons, because you might get hit once or twice. And just keep doing what I'm doing. Hold the square button down to keep firing the entire time. It's going to be a long battle, but you will eventually take this mad doctor down to get the red crystal power, which is off this UFO, by the way. And that's that little red thing right there that's giving us the power to shoot infinite lasers here. And I apologize if this triggers epilepsy. I really should have said something before the start of the boss. But given how much I just want to get through this, I hope you can forgive me for that. because I have gone from being neutral about this game to being not so neutral about this game. Very unneutral and very not disliking of this game in the span of a few short videos. I mean, they never ease up on the difficulty. It's pretty much difficult from the get-go. Some of the music might be okay. Man, I am really losing it here. This is going to be a long battle. I'm losing health on the final boss. Great. As I was saying, it's just difficult from the get-go. The game never lets up. The power-ups are few or far between. Getting 100 of the coin pickup in this game, which is the pieces of cheese, nets you a continue. I can't believe this. I'm going to have to do this all over again. I hate this game so much. Give me a moment. Welcome back. Hopefully I can keep from messing it up this time. Also, I find it weird that you have to kind of move towards them to trigger the battle. And then I just realized I probably didn't go all the way up. That's probably what did it. So let's see if I can do this without really messing it up. It's going to be a tough battle again. I should be able to do this though. So as I was saying, I am not a big fan of this game. It just gets so difficult from the get-go. Power-ups are few or far between and sometimes more trouble than they're worth. There's the momentum, which can lead to a very big tragedy very early on. You don't get all your health back when you finish a section. Even Ninja Gaiden was grateful enough to do that. I want to like the game, but unless it's easier, it's just so hard for me to recommend. Some of the music is okay, some of the music and sound is okay. The gameplay is barely tolerable. But the challenge is just so high. And was this meant for children? Was this meant for families? I kind of want to wonder about that. I wonder about that a lot. And I got really frustrated with this game as I played through it, not gonna lie. I got hit again. It's like I'm just doing this through dumb luck. I mean, how else do you describe this? This is the only way that I can really take on the boss. It's long, it's excruciating. I barely do enough damage with each pass. I took another dumb hit again. Don't know how I could have don't know how I could have pulled that off. And he keeps laughing all the time, regardless of whether or not he hits you, which can be very annoying. I just want this long, drawn-out battle just to get this game done and put it out for you guys to just end already. I think this is the second worst platformer I've ever played, just due to the sheer difficulty factor. Not gonna lie. I think the worst I've ever played is Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally for Super Nintendo. Do not expect me to play that game. It's not happening. Don't expect me to play Death Valley Rally. Don't ask me to play it. Because that's way too hard. I've never been able to get past the first level in that game. See, I'd rather talk about Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally than talk about dying again! Sometimes I wonder why I do anything at all. Be right back again. This time around, I played through this boss battle without live commentary. I am now doing this in post commentary because I just wanted to get this over with. I changed my strategy around a little bit by moving in the other direction when I get closer to the back of the Mad Professor's instrument of destruction here. Because when I did that, I got hit a lot less often. I still cut it very, very close though. I came like within a 1 hit point from dying. Because once again, I think I'm so slick when I'm not. I also kept going in the same direction after he spun sometimes, because sometimes when this guy spins, he starts spinning around wildly again. And that let me get in another couple of shots. So every time I died, when I did this battle, I was pretty close to beating this guy. So I had the right idea. I just couldn't get it done. There may be an alternate strategy as for how to beat the final boss here, but I can't figure it out to save my life. And someone might drop me a line in the comment section and tell me, hey, you were supposed to do this. If you do have an alternate strategy, good for you. I'm not playing this game ever again because, again, the game's just so devilishly hard that I just don't want to deal with it again. as I said before, the music and sound are okay in some spots, especially the music. The graphics aren't horrifically terrible, but then again, this is from 1996. This is an earlier PS1 title. The gameplay and the challenge is what kills this. Sure, there are passwords, but you're gonna play this long enough to realize, is trying to get through this game worth it? And trust me, it's not going to seem that way after you see me go through this. Once I get through it altogether, is probably going to be 30-odd minutes by the time I get this video all added together and edited and whatnot. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this part of the video, other than I succeeded this time. Oh, when I saw all those explosions, I thought I died. No joke, I thought I had died again. That's how bad it was. Thankfully, I didn't. When I stopped moving and realized, wait a minute, I'm not sinking down to the floor, that's when I realized I did it. So, I'm just going to give my vocal cords a rest and just let you watch the rest of this boss battle. Enjoy. And there we go. The Mad Professor is down. You finally get that teleport spell up and running, only for this to happen. Well, I predicted this. And with that, that's your ending. That's your one little brief FMV ending. And I insert my high score. We're not going to see the high score table. I'm obviously going to get first on this, obviously. I guess. I don't know. And trying to just get on the letter you want to get on is very sensitive. There is a delete space that lets you delete the last letter you put in, but good luck trying to get to even that when you mess it up. So make sure you're on the right letter before you put that letter in. The password screen works that way too, by the way, which is very, very annoying. And then we get the credits. This is quite possibly the worst game I've probably played for this channel. It's just really, really hard. Some people have expected this to be easy, playing through this, given how the game looks and feels. Well, maybe not feel, but once you see how momentum works in this game and what the game throws at you, you're gonna figure out quite how hard it is. Just how hard it is. I just can't recommend this. It's just so hard. But at least I got through it. Now, if only I could get through A Nightmare on Elm Street for an NES, that would be nice. But anyway, that's it for Cheesy for PS1. I hope you kind of enjoyed my suffering. This is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe. Thanks for watching. I may be back with another game. Hopefully be much better than this one. And see you guys later. Good riddance.